Okay, a very good evening and looking forward to this one. Today I have with me Vivek Sridhar. Vivek is a student of ours who passed out in 2008. And it's great to see you here, Vivek, one more time after so many years.
Thank
And,
you.
and I'm so happy that you have agreed to give us some time and tell us about your journey. I remember in 2008 when Vivek was a student of the Institute. We used to call him Dhoni. That's something also that I'm going to talk to you about. And why were you called Dhoni? And there afterwards, I understand that you started off event agency of your own called Pied Piper Events, which
Yes.
I see a lot of now. I see a lot of Pied Piper wherever I go, a lot of weddings that you've been doing, etc. But
Thank you.
a little bit more about your journey, Vivek, in terms of after you passed out from the institute. What were the next steps? What you were already doing some events, I remember that too. Uh, what else happened after that? Over to you, Vivek.
Thank you so much, Arvind sir, for giving me an opportunity to share my journey. And yes, I passed out your institute in 2008, and I went out of the institute with a lot of contacts. So we were, hello.
Yes, carry on.
So we literally used to, I in fact did a lot of events when I was in your institute, and from international sports events to marathons to conferences, all kind of events.
Tell me
So
a couple of events specifically that you did while you were at the institute, Vivek.
my major key takeaway, which I still learn from that event, is ICL, Indian Cricket League. This was in Hyderabad, and I did about 18 matches for them. So the role that I took over there was housekeeping. Normally, people look at housekeeping, they're like, "Hey, what is this? It's just toilets and stuff." But you won't believe I became an expert in that, because you have to deal with a government-run stadium, and you have to get that equipped for an international event. And trust me, that is a task. So it was amazing there. So my for the event, I used to take on day task was security and housekeeping, and I used to do take care of branding for them. So again, it was dealing with a lot of vendors, and I got to meet a lot of people and learn from few of the experts of the industry. Fountainhead did this event, and it was amazing. So that is one event that I will never forget.
A little bit more, Vivek, about for the people who are going to be watching this interview in some time. You said something about cleaning toilets, and I know one thing that whenever I speak to probable students who want to apply for event management, and this is something that I tell all of them: Are you willing to clean toilets? And then you are okay. So tell us a little bit more about that specific journey about what you did with Fountainhead at Hyderabad in terms of the housekeeping. What exactly was your role?
Yeah. So we had at least about 30 to 35 toilets there, okay, in the entire stadium. And we had, I think, handyman back then was one of the best guys. And we had them in literally clean every single toilet. There were few toilets which were not opened for like years. I went inside and I was like shocked. So we had to get all these toilets cleaned, and a lot of them didn't have taps, they didn't have water supply. It was a disaster. So we had to make sure that all these things are done in within like 2.5 weeks. And again, the dealing with labor. So my plus point was I can speak a lot of languages. So dealing with the labor over there and getting all these things was done was a task. But again, what I learned is that you can become an expert in any department you want, because after this, Bangalore, back then it was Sunfeast 10K, now it is TCS. Sunfeast 10K, And then I volunteered for housekeeping. I was like, let me do housekeeping here. So again, in the stadium in Bangalore, it is Kantirua Stadium. Kantirua Stadium, there I realized that the workers have to drink to clean the toilets. It was that bad. But we got it to international standards. And you have to do it because the key takeaway is you can deal with different kind of people. So that helps me now. I sit with my labors in my events, and I may just share a chai or something like that. But if you see the kind of work they do, even the owner of the vendor company may not be there, but these guys do an amazing job just because I get involved personally.
So
So this
you
is something I learned there.
also believe that event manager's job is to clean toilets or get toilets cleaned. It's an integral part of the job profile.
100%. I've swept in my events. In my events, there are times where my production goes on like the entire night for one and a half day. My team is completely tired. If there is a broom, I have taken the broom. I've swept the place. When I used to freelance for other events, I have literally carried pots and arranged pots. If
Super.
in a wedding, I have arranged gaddas. So that is what has brought me wherever I am, because I'm ready to do anything.
So, a little earlier in this conversation, Vivek, you were telling us about what you learned at the institute and networking being a large part of the same. Could you elaborate on that?
Yes. So this is a line that I tell every intern or every new joinee in my company. Also, with my clients, I laugh it off. I say an event manager is the most unseen face in the most seen events. So one of your very good faculty that you had got us, Mr. Siddhant Patnaik, he told this to me in class. And now with all the production that we've done in your institute with all the event management companies, my vendor database was very strong. So what happened was, even there were few of our other event management friends from our institute. After the course, they used to call me for vendors, and there are few of them that I even meet. Few of them even remember me. Few of them I also work with till date that I've built back then.
So, you
So it
think
is very important.
networking was a large part of the entire course that.
Yes, because I was more in events than in class. Yeah, because I used to never miss. For me, if I get an event, it was just to go out there and have fun and just do it, just work.
Wonderful. Siddhant Patnaik, who taught you guys at that point of time, is also a student of the institute and has been in Bizcraft for the longest time.
Yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes.
So that's about Siddhant. So tell me, Vivek, so you passed out from the institute 2008 and you've been armed with the entire database of vendors and you learned how to clean toilets, as you yourself say. Uh, what else did you learn at the institute?
So again, we when it comes to experiential marketing, I don't remember the gentleman's name. Experiential marketing was
Sohail,
again
Sohail
something that
Behbod.
I took away
Yes,
from. Yes. So again, there was, I think he was from Classic Events.
that's
I'm
right.
not sure.
Classic.
Experiential marketing.
That's right.
So yes, 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 yes. So that was again. So what I do is, even now, it's not about just doing production for an event or just doing an event for a client. So what I look at is how I can create an experience for every single person who attends the event.
Absolutely.
It is
So
become a
tell
purpose.
me now, Vivek. So you finished off at the institute in 2008, and thereafter, I understand that much against my direction at that point of time, you went and started your event company immediately. I tell everybody that you must work for a year or two before you venture out. So tell me about Pied Piper events and the entire journey from how when you started, what all happened next. Over to you.
Yes. So we started off again. I didn't take your words that seriously, because for me it was just dhanda karna hai. I have to just start off. So I started off with doing some small work like manpowering and doing events from different event management companies. And in my initial days, I literally learned a lot. I was about 18 or 19 years old, and then I had an outstanding of 3.5 lakhs in the market, and I
That
had
brings us
about
to another topic about event managers, but later on that. Carry on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I had about 50 to 100 people call me on a regular basis for money. So, but again, it was a tough journey. I made sure I get the money, and I paid all the vendors or all the people that I had to pay. So here again, I didn't listen to you, and I had to go learn, work in an event management company, learn how the systems work, learn how documentations are done, and do it the right way. But uh, again, mistakes happen. I'm actually lucky enough to do a lot of mistakes at the early days, so that I could play a very long innings. So we were registered in 2010, and again, even that I had not registered. I learned, one of my client was like, "Where is your service tax number?" I was like, "I have PAN card." He was like, "Boss, this is not PAN card. You need a proper service tax number." So then I got a service tax number in 2010, and we did a lot of events. We did a lot of events for BIL. We did a lot of weddings, and then what happened was, there's a lot of cash flow that's coming in and going, but it is not recorded properly. So, and in between, I started another business also, which had the same issue of not setting proper systems. This is because I didn't know. I had not worked in any event management company. So like this, it went on till about 2016. We were doing a lot of events, but till 2016, we didn't even have a proper website. And again, for me, it was like, okay, let's build a team. Ideally, you define the role and then hire a person, right? I used to hire a person and then define a role to him. So it
In
was just
spite of
lack of.
studying in the institute and everything else, you went and did it all the wrong way. But still,
Yes, all the wrong way.
you were
All
young
the
and you were lucky. Yeah.
Yes. So again, what I took from the institute was the values that I remember you telling me, when it comes to food, make sure you get the best of the guys and have the client choose the vendor, and have food trials and do everything, because food plays a major role in the event. I follow that till date. Whether it is a corporate event, it is a wedding, I have about 4 to 5 caterers, or if I'm getting it from a star hotel, the client very well knows who the caterer is. He tastes the food and he chooses the caterer. So again, 2017, I started learning. I hired a business coach for my for Pied Piper events, and we went through a lot of learning, and we realized that there is a lot that we have to do. Apart from delivering good events, in terms of business, there's a lot that we have to do. So we did a lot of digital marketing. We got a good website done. I have a very good team. I'm blessed today with a very good team. So we have someone to take care of marketing, sales, digital marketing, operations. So department wise, back then it was not there in my head. So I was always thinking that I have to run the show in all the departments. So now we've set people in different departments, and this is a stage where I have clarity as to what I want to do in events.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. So tell me, how many people are working with Pied Piper now?
We are a team of 7.
Okay, wonderful. And what is the largest event that you must have done in terms of numbers of people?
In terms of numbers of people, we did something for BIL airport, Bangalore. It used to be Bangalore International Airport, and this is for the entire airlines and concessionaries in the airport. Like every single person who works there, that could be about 15 to 20,000 people.
Wow, wow, that's colossal. That's huge. And when was this? Must be about 6 7 years
This
ago,
is back in, yes, about 7 8 years ago.
right? And
Recently, we've done a lot of weddings.
okay,
We've done weddings for about 4,000, 5,000 people.
wonderful,
Then we have corporate events that we do for about 2,000, 3,000 people.
superb. And tell me, if you don't mind, if you don't want to answer this question, you need not. But what would be the largest event you have done in terms of billing? Just the number, if you want to
In
dive
terms of billing, the largest event we've done is about around 25 lakhs.
about 25 lakhs. So, Vivek, you have to now
Yes.
be able to tell me that this is a good business that you're in. You're making a lot of money. Uh, Tell me more about the entire business model and how happy you are about being in this event space. Or would you have rather chosen something else?
Okay. I definitely wouldn't have done anything else apart from event management. Now I am venturing out into a lot of volume. There is a lot of work in the market, provided you maintain your quality and be ethical with your clients and your vendors. I give a lot of importance for my vendors. My vendors are working with me, I think, since 2008, 9 or something like that. And there are no more vendors. There is a good relationship. Now, my vendors, it's not that like we are buddies and we hang out and have dinner together, but when they are in need, I'm there for them. And when I'm in need, they're there for me. So building a long-term relationship with my clients or vendors is what has helped me a lot.
Super. So the next thing would be that say how many events do you do in a year or in a month?
Okay, so now what has happened is after since now 2018, we've changed the business model altogether. There was a time where I used to do about 5 to 6 events a week, but now we look at doing about 3 to 4 events a month. But these events are huge corporate events or a wedding, and these events are of huge number.
So would I be right in saying that you are primarily a wedding planner?
Yes, this is another. When I studied in your institute, I wasn't taught that there is a corporate event guy separately or there's a wedding planner guy separately. For us, an event is an event. If it is a wedding, a birthday party, or even a funeral, definitely that business is not there here. But an event is an event, irrespective of what. So as a company, we do wedding planning. Our focus is wedding planning, corporate events, events for institutions, educational institutions, and conferences. Conferences for pharma associations or any kind of an association. That is a focus.
You will be happy to note that things have moved on in the event field in the last 10 years.
Yes.
And today we offer separate courses for wedding planners. We have an entire wedding planning module for event managers, and so on and so forth. Uh, in fact, we are going so deep into the entire education of event managers is that we teach you AR, VR, and stuff that is which is happening today. As you know that, I mean, we have always been teaching things that are happening today in the event field. But tell me a little bit more. Tell me about the struggling years. How difficult was it, or was it difficult at all for you to reach the level that you are in today?
It definitely was difficult. It was a roller coaster ride, in fact. It was a roller coaster ride. There have been times where, you have a lot of work, okay? You're completely busy at times, and there have been times where you're really free and you have to go out searching for work.
But would I
And
be right in saying that today you don't go out searching for work and work is coming to you on its own?
yes, I'm blessed. I'm very much blessed. Work is coming to me.
So, in terms of a absolute marketing department is not required anymore. Have you reached that point of time?
No, I would say marketing department will always be there in my company. Will always be there in my company. Either it will be to look or we now we look at building relationships with our clients. So either it would be venturing out into new markets. We are planning to start off in Dubai. We are planning to expand to Sri Lanka.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So, I think client servicing is more something that you do rather than business development. Would that be correct?
I used to do, but
Okay.
now I am focusing on business development and training my team to do client servicing.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Anything else that you would like to add, Vivek, in terms of what all has happened so far?
It I'm actually blessed that I got an opportunity to study in your institute and meet a lot of people, and it's been a great journey. That I've learned a lot in the early days of Pied Pepper events, which has kept us strong. And as I told, I'm looking out for a leap. 2018 is going to be a huge leap for Pied Pepper events.
That's absolutely wonderful, Vivek. Uh, from all of us at teamI, we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. And anytime you need any help from any one of us, you know that we are there for
Definitely. And I need a lot of people from Team I.
you.
The
100%.
market, if you look at the other side, we have college students who have just done their college course and they say, I'm an event manager and I want to come and work. I have experience of college fests. College fests are not event experiences. So a lot of college kids, no, it is really not. A lot of college kids should, do a course with Team I, learn, and then we need a lot of people. In fact, there is a lot of volume in the market. We need very good guys.
Wonderful. Just to keep you updated, we are in the process just earlier in the afternoon today. We are going to be signing off with another company in Dubai. We are also going to be starting off the teamI courses there. We are also going to be starting off a regular MBA program. A recognized university has come in. So there's going to be a lot of interesting things that are happening at the teamI front also. But once again, all our support to you for anything that you would require from us. Students definitely will be coming and joining up with you, Vivek, and this is going to be absolutely awesome. Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much.
I thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time and
Bye.
all the best.